Guys, it's good morning from West Africa. This is John with Shaddai Graphics. I've just finished designing this logo and now I'm going to design another. It is for a YouTuber. This person, yeah. Well, I'm designing some logos for some of my favorite YouTube channels. Not my channels. Channels belonging to other people. And if I really like what you do, I could design a logo for you. In return, they'll if they accept it, if they like it, they could use it and help promote my own channel or my business or whatever you wish to call it. So let's begin. First, as you can see, what she does is she plays video games and she has this long flowing hair. So I'm going to do something, in that light. She plays very well, but she also has a bit of a temper sometimes. So it's I'm going to do something in the light of that I can reflect a little bit of her personality. So let's begin. So first of all, we have to create a new document. Let's just say, yes, let's take the A5. Okay, and image rotation 90 degrees clockwise. Okay, so first of all, in the I would like an image of her hair. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create everything. It's been long that I've not done everything from scratch. It used to be easier when I had this when I had a Wacom tablet, but thanks to a rather unfortunate series of circumstances, I am currently quite devoid of most of my equipment. So anyway, yeah, I know you're wondering how the hell does he intend to make somebody's hair out of that. Well, you're going to see. I'm going to rasterize this because right now it's some vector shape. I'm going to rasterize it. I have my shortcut for that. That's why you will not see what I've done, but I just hit a shortcut to rasterize the layer. But if you want to rasterize your layer, basically you have to come to layer and where is that? Yeah, the easier way for most of you it's to right click on here and take rasterize. See, since I've already done it, but anyway, let me take Control D, and yeah, that's it. You right click and you take rasterize layer. I don't do that to me, it's too tedious. So I'm going to split this in half. Split it in half. Now the next stuff I'm going to do, take a circle. This is going to be the top of our head. So I need a more curve. So I'm going to fill the circle too with black. There, fill it with black, and then yeah, I'm really not feeling good this morning. Hope I have the strength to complete this. Okay, and we're going to do something about this, but for the moment I'm just going to chop this end off. Okay, good. And now what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate this layer because we need to use it as a shape in order to cut again into itself. So I'm going to change the color to gray, but I'm going to fill it the stuff. I'm making a selection over the layer. I'm working so fast. I know some people would like to follow how I'm doing this. Okay, after duplicating the layer, which the shortcut is Control J, you hold down Control and then you click on the layer, okay, in order to make a selection around it. Okay, you click on the layer icon right here. Okay, and then what you do next is you after selecting the color, the type of gray you want, you hold down Alt backspace as the shortcut, to fill with the foreground color. Okay, so basically what I want to do is I want this stuff to cut somewhere around like this. So what am I going to do? After shifting like that using my move tool, I'm going to hold down control again and make a selection out of this layer, and now I go back to this other layer here and then I cut it. Okay, I cut it by doing this, by hitting backspace. Okay, now you see nothing has happened, but guess what? If you come now and completely delete this layer because I don't need it anymore, there you have this. And now if I decide now to duplicate this, Control A, duplicate the layer, Control T to bring up the free transforms box, and flip horizontal. Okay, now you have that. I hold down the shift key and then click on it and then drag to one side, like this, and there you have a nice letter N. Okay, but what I want is not really a letter N. I'm going to select both layers now and hit Control T, Command T if you're on the Mac. I always forget to say that. I'm so sorry. I use a PC, so I could say I always forget to be PC. So after doing this now, okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to merge them together. Okay, normally you can right click and take merge layers, but everything I do I use shortcuts a lot, so I have a shortcut for merge, which is Control E. It's my shortcut, and there it is. Now picture this as her head. Her face is supposed to be here, and this is her flowing hair. So if you look at her in most of her videos, she has a split down the middle right here. Good. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to give that split. Okay, forget about what I said in the beginning of having a temper. I don't know how to socially just when talk sometimes I can imagine. And I really hope she uses this. If not, well, I guess I've just made another video of me doing stuff. So to give that split on our hair, we're going to now simply delete that part, and then there's a split. Now what's next is we need to give the shape of her face right here. Okay, and for that we have to create another completely different layer, which we are going to put under the hair layer. Okay, her hair, let's see, what color is her hair even? I don't think it's black. No, it's kind of well, in this picture it looks like it's brown, and here it looks like it's the dirty blonde. I can't really tell. Maybe she did something to her hair, maybe she didn't, I don't know. But we are going to make it to a dark brown. So let's go back here and we're going to click on it, and anyway, we'll come back to that. Let's make the other parts first. So what's next? We're going to make let's see which shape will be more convenient to make the shape of her face. Not a circle, because her face is not, she doesn't have that really round kind of face. She has a chin that's almost square. Let's see. Okay, and what I'll do, I'm going to use the same thing I used to make the other parts. This guy, yeah, he's too rounded. Let's see, let me reduce the radius a bit. Is that good enough? No, it's still too rounded. I just Control Z to undo that, reduce the radius again. Yeah, this should do it. This should do it. Okay, and I'm going to You see, it is a vector layer. I'm going to rasterize by using my rasterize shortcut, okay, which I created in Photoshop. I don't think there was a shortcut for rasterize before. Perhaps there was, I don't remember, but I have mine, and I'm hitting it right now. So I'm going to use this square to make a face, this rounded edged square, and Control T to bring up the bounding box, holding down Shift in order to turn it at right angles, okay. When I hold down Shift, I come out here and I click, and then I drag in either direction, okay, to move it to the angle that I want. That's what I'm doing. I'm sorry if I'm moving a little fast. I'm not really the tutorial making kind of person. I have been a graphic designer for so many years, but basically all the people I've ever taught, I kind of taught them in person. The whole making of YouTube videos and tutorials and stuff like that, it's kind of new to me. So there we go. Good. Yeah, that should make her face properly. I'm going to make a selection right here now. No, the part that I need to go up a bit. Let me go over head. So let me just make a selection here and fill it up. Okay. I'm holding it down. But after clicking selection, hold down species. Before I let go of my holding down the space bar. Okay, to move this around. To move the selection around. Okay, and then right here. Okay, I'm going to fill it with the same gray, so that it's a unique color. So now if you actually turn off, if you turn off this layer, you toggle the visibility, this is what you are going to see. So that's it. Alright, so what do we do next? We have the parts we need, so we're going to take out the parts we do not need, okay, like this area right here. Make a selection above them. Okay, make sure that you're on the right layer. Now you invert the selection by hitting Shift Control I to select inverse, okay, or there's a way to do it. You right click on it and take select inverse, but I've already done the shortcut. I don't want to do that again. So what we're going to do is you do that, and then you hit backspace to delete the part you don't want. There we have the shape of our face. So what we're going to do next now is yeah, in her last video I was watching, she was wearing like this gray, she was wearing a gray shirt, I don't know, but she was wearing something gray, like a gray t-shirt or a gray long sleeve t-shirt or something. I have no idea. Let's see. Yeah, that's what she's wearing, and she has like a pendant on her. All right, so let's go back to Photoshop. Okay, we're going to incorporate all of those things because those are the things which we can consider aspects of a character, which makes up what she looks like. So what we're going to do now next is give this face a particular shade of color, and it's going to be a gradient, and I would like it to be a smooth gradient moving from a particular color somewhere. Yeah, somewhere like there. Good. I must say it's always a little difficult for me choosing colors for it's quite a challenge sometimes before I got the hang of it, choosing colors for making illustrations like this of white people's skin. Maybe you cannot tell from the sound of my voice or from my heavy accent, but I am a black guy, and I am a black African, a sub-Saharan. Yeah, the legends are true. We actually exist. So after putting, that was a color effect, by the way, don't mind me, I keep babbling and going off. Okay, that was a color effect which I got by double clicking right here at this end of the layer. You probably heard me double click, and I went into the color palette, and I went into color overlay, and I came into the gradient, and I chose this. Okay, I put this color right here, and to bring it up you need to just double click on it, and it comes up, and you choose the color you want to put there. Okay, so I think the color goes up too much. Even I'm going to push the white this way. Good, that's what I wanted. Okay, so what's next is what's next? Yeah, okay, what's next is we're going to make a shape. Yeah, first of all we have to make a shape representing her neck. Okay, I have the feeling this face is too small in proportion to what I'm about to do, so I'm just going to increase it a bit. Okay, I'm going to increase it. Good, like that. Good. And I hit Control T to bring this bounding box up, by the way. And I'm going to hold Shift and Alt in order to, and click on the side and drag in order to spread her face a bit. Good. This is what I wanted. That's it. And I just double click on it to make the bounding box disappear, because I'd finished my transformation edit. So now in this case her hair has to be longer, so Control T to bring up the box, pull it out. Good. Now what's next is shoulders. So I come here, use this tool, create a new layer, here. There it is. That's a new shape. I'm going to rasterize the shape by using my shortcut. You can always rasterize by right clicking and picking rasterize right here, but I've already done that. And she was wearing this gray thing. Let's see, what was the color of that gray thing like? The color it was rounded. Okay, rounded color. So I'm going to bring it down here, and first of all, is it centralized? I'm holding down the shift key now and moving it to make sure that it is centralized. Well, apparently right here it is. To me it doesn't look like it is. The computer says it is. What is it? The computer says it is. I don't know if it's a problem with my eyes or something, but to me it doesn't look like it's centralized. Perhaps it is centralized based on the position of the other images. I have no idea, but the computer says that's the place it should be. Yeah, sometimes you see these pink lines appear when I'm working. It's a feature in Photoshop. I forgot to talk about it when I was talking about customizing your workspace. It's right here on View. You take Show and you take Smart Guides. Basically what they help you is give you help you move and place objects in your workspace with mathematical precision at the right places that they should be, if you really want them to be centralized or you want them to be aligned in a certain way, okay, with other objects of your workspace. So now what we're going to do next is we're going to hit Control T, okay, and then we're going to choose this icon right here, okay, and we're going to click right here in the middle and push up. Good. Push up like that. Okay. Yep. And right here, no, we're going to turn that off by applying. Okay. Hit Ctrl T again, and this time we're going to choose perspective. Right click inside and take perspective, and we're going to click on one side and drag like this. Good. right click again, take free transform, hold down the shift and the alt key, click on one angle right up there and increase the size like that. Okay, I know that's too much, but let's just apply first. Okay, and then you click and drag down like this. There you go. I think that's appropriate. I still have this problem. I don't know if the problem is with, I think the problem is with the alignment of the face. Let's just put the face a bit. Good, now it looks okay. Okay, I'm just hitting the arrow keys to move this layer of the face left and right. Okay, there it is. The girl is beginning to come to life. So let's bring this layer underneath everything. Good. You see, that's a long hair. It's a little straight now. Never mind. We're going to give it to the fizzle, some ripples later on, and we're going to use this circle right here because that what she was wearing had red and I'm holding on space to move my circle around right there, and I deleted it. I'm cutting from this layer right here, the layer of a shirt. You know what? Let's just rename this layers by double clicking on the name. We can call this one. I'm hitting the caps lock button so that you guys can easily see what I'm typing. I suck at typing, by the way, but well, so this part is her hair, and double click here. This part is her face, and enter, and double click here, and this part is her shirt top. I have no idea what they call them these days. I'm just going to call it a shirt. Okay, there it is. All right, and now I like to give her hair some ripple. Okay, and there's an effect for that. And what was that thing called again? Filter. Blah, blah, blah. Was it liquify? I think it was liquify. But yeah, it's liquify. I'm working, please. What's up? Alright, come in and sit. I'm making a YouTube video. Alright, so in Liquify I'm using the smudge tool right up here. Okay, and you wonder why I'm making the effect only to one side. I'll show you why I'm doing that later on. So there's a thing. Yeah, I'm actually putting the ripples on her hair because I'm putting the ripples on her hair because if you look at her hair right here, it flows straight, okay, but now reaching at a certain point it kind of ripples a bit. Well, that's what it looked like in this video. In the others it's relatively straight, but I think the logo is going to look a lot better with the ripple, so that's exactly what I'm doing. You see, this is the logo she uses now. Okay, I'm making this one so that she should replace it with I have no idea if she's going to use it. I have no idea if she's even going to see it. I don't know, but yeah, let's carry on. So I think I went a little too crazy with the ripples, but let's see. Yeah, I think that's okay. I think so. I'm using this tool right here. They call it a forward warp tool, and once we have brought up the liquefied panel, its shortcut is W. That's, W, and when you push from outside, it kind of pushes into your art, and when you pull from inside, okay, it pushes the art outside. Okay, so that's how this thing basically works, and I'm using it to give this effect. Okay, say okay. There, one side of her hair, it's completely ripply. Is it too much? Is it too much? I don't. Perhaps it is. Perhaps it is. Yeah, it looks sick. You know what? Let's do that again. All right, let's do that again, and let's do that again. Oh no, I didn't mean it like that. I meant we should go back to the panel. Where is it? Good five. Good. And let's do it using since I've seen how straight her hair is in. Let's use a bigger brush. Okay, and just move it a little bit and then out like that. And good. Yeah, I think this will be more appropriate. And perfect. Yeah, I think this looks more like it. The other one was kind of whack. All right, good. All right, so I'm going to hold down the click and hold down right here on the rectangular circular elliptical marquee tool, which is basically a big grammar for selection tool, and I'm going to choose the square one, the rectangular marquee tool. And on the hair layer right here, I'm going to go to the right where we had that split. Okay, select and pull down to where we had that split, and I'm going to delete it. Frankenstein. So after deleting it, okay, I'm going to duplicate by hitting the Control J or Command J. Okay, and I'm going to Control click. Not Control click. Control T. Okay, to bring up the bounding box, and I'm going to flip it horizontally and hold down the Shift key while I click and drag. Well, the distance is too much, so I'm going to tap that back in. Okay. Good, and there you have it. Okay, so now let's choose the color of our hair. Okay, I'm going to give it a gradient from a light brown to a darker brown. Okay, and oops, it's still, they're still not the same layer, so I'm going to right up here. What did I do? I have no idea how I made this box to come up. Okay, I have no idea what's going on. I just hope it has not zoomed in. Let me check the video recording software. I just hope it has not zoomed in to this area. I just hope it has just made a selection box. Okay, well, I'm going to select this two and I'm going to merge them together. So now we have our hair layer back as one, and so that's it. We'll continue in the next video. Okay, we're going to continue in the next video. I don't like making videos which are more than 30 minutes long, so we're going to stop this video right here and we'll continue making the logo in the next video. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys subscribe, blah 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 blah, you know, the usual shit we are always saying on YouTube.